When we talk about war, we always think about the military, the troop, fight each other with weapon. But actually, there are so many forms of war that so complicated because the war has transformed itself, it disguised itself, it changed itself so much until we don't feel like we have war. But actually now we are in the war all the time, and most of us were lost in the war. We were war prisoner. We were occupied by some people, some power. To understand the war, we need to know what is the aim of the war. The main aim of the war to occupy someone and to take what you want from that person. They can force you to take what they want from you. That is the aim of the war. Actually, we can say robbing. The war is like robbing. When you make a war with some country, when you win, you will occupy them and you take whatever you want from them. That's the meaning of the war. And then if we see the war in that way, now we were lost in the war because we were controlled, we were occupied by someone we don't know. And that group of people, they decide our life. They make us work hard, work a lot for them. So every war in the past, when some country win another country, if they want to occupy that country very long, they will force that country to speak the winner's language, to believe in the religious of the winner. They will force them to do the same thing with the winner, so they can occupy those people forever. But now it's very deep. They want us to be slave of the war forever. So what they did now, they design our life to make us believe that our life have to be like this. We need to work hard every day. We have a lot of bills to pay. We need to pay for education, for electricity, for housing, for everything. And work hard, and pay, never end. When we are so busy like that, we don't have time to think about ourselves. We don't have time to think about happiness, freedom, or love. That is for ourselves. But most of people don't think about this now because we were brainwashed from the winner of the war completely. So we did not think about freedom, happiness, and love. But they brainwash us. They want us to believe only consumption. Consume as much as you can. You need that, you need this, you need that, you need this. But everything that they told us that we need to have it is not necessary. But what necessary for our life, they don't allow us to learn to do it. They need to depend on them. What we really need for our life is food, shelter, daily needs, and healing. The system don't allow us to be able to learn to do this thing ourselves easily. We need to depend on them mostly. They control these 4 basic needs completely. That's the way they control us 100% now. We need to work hard as they want to be survived. This is the way that they chain us into a slave forever. This is a war, the prisoner of war. No human in history worked hard all our life like us now. The most successful thing is they can make everybody believe that this is the normal of life. This is the normal of life. We have to be like this. We need to live like this. When we believe like this, when we believe that it's normal, that means we need to accept it. We need to surrender. When we accept that it is normal, we don't think about solution. They don't think about how to solve this problem because we don't think it's a problem. We think it's normal. Like people who get sick and then they don't believe that they got sick. They will never think about healing themselves. Like us now, we were caught and we were forced to be a slave. But we don't believe that we are a slave. So we will never think about freedom. We never think about how to get out of it. This is the most successful war in the history of human. So when most people were forced to live in this way, to consume, don't know how to help themselves anymore. We need to depend on the system that they design for us forever. This is the most successful. We will be a slave forever, for many generations, until the end of our life. The most scary thing is we don't know who we are working for. We believe that we work for us. That's very deep complexity in our life. We don't know who are we working for. We work so hard, but nothing for us. But for who? This is the scary part of it, because when we do not think about ourselves, that means we don't care about ourselves, we don't love ourselves. If we think about ourselves, we will think about freedom, happiness, and love. But now, we don't care about this word anymore. We care about rich, making money, and consume. When everybody think like this, everybody compete to consume, and work hard, make money, consume. When we consume, the natural resources is very limited. So we work hard to destroy ourselves. When we don't think about happiness, don't think about love, don't think about freedom, there's nothing about sustainable in our life. It just consume to finish and end it. Everything will end it. Will be ended at that time. Everybody is lost because nobody get benefit from our hard work anymore. And at the end, everything will collapse. After we surrender to this war, not many years, we compete to consume natural resources, almost gone now. That's why we can see like the ecological system is not balanced anymore. Everything collapsed. We will see more natural disaster. We will see more human become a beast more and more. We are not human anymore. We don't have moral. We don't have love. We don't have care. We don't have happiness anymore. We just become the most cruel beast in the world. We fight, we eat, we fight, we eat and die. That's what it look like now. You can see everywhere, just like that. A lot of crisis thing happen around all over, everywhere. In this situation, I think we need to be aware. If we want to be a normal human, we need to be aware that we need freedom, we need happiness, we need love. And if we need these things, we can create it, we can build it up, we can cultivate it in our life. If we think like this, we will have hope. We have more hope And when we have more hope, we can do it. That is the way to live in the war. We need to be the winner. We should not be the loser. If we are the winner, we know how to live with the war. But if we are the loser, we blind. We don't know what to do. We have to be like that. We need to accept that forever. And not very long, all of us will be wiped out from this planet. Because we cannot survive when there's no natural resources left for us to live. It's not too late to think about solution. It's not too late to think about to be a normal human who enjoy love, freedom, and happiness.